The thing about collecting cars is it's fraught with danger, the unknown, a car that you don't know, all of the things that could possibly not go to plan. And my day has started off not going to plan. From dropping my curry on the floor to having a manic thrash through my pockets to find that I have actually got my keys after all, to discovering I have no internet access on my phone. No internet access at all. That's actually a lot more of a problem than it used to be. It's not even a joke. There was a point where we didn't actually need the internet. These days it is literally the end of the world. And I don't mean because you can't check on your statistics or see whether somebody's liked your photograph. No, I mean I can't message the person I'm buying the car from. I can't get the address if the car breaks down either on the way or to or from or what have you. Everything these days is done through the internet. Without the internet, you can't contact your internet provider to find out why you haven't got any internet. You can't find the number. The only number I have is one to pay a bill. It doesn't give you the option to do anything other than pay bills, even if you've already paid your bill. So what use is that? The time is already 12:30, which is already getting on a little bit. I'm awaiting Boaty turning up, and then we're going to go together in his car to a place called Llandudno, or mostly dolphins, where we are to pick up a Rover 25, do some little jobs on it, then it can go back up for sale. And now the present situation is that we should be setting off and we should know exactly where we're going, and I should already, with the money ready, and I should have the internet on my phone so I can insure the car, drive it back. But without it, we can't even find where we're going to. Balls. Do you know how to piggyback your internet onto my phone?
Yeah.
Good, because otherwise we've got a problem. And welcome to another episode of Mustard and Boaty Do Getting a Car. Do getting a car with Mustard and Boaty. Do buying a car with us both. It's going to be a joyous day. We're going to Wales. We're going to a place called
Llandudno.
Yep. Or Llandudno. You're going to disagree with that, aren't you?
With what?
My pronunciation of the word Llandudno.
It was better than the average English pronunciation.
What do they?
Well, most English people call it Llandudno.
Llandudno.
Yeah. But of course, U in Welsh is E, and double L is SL.
Yeah. Or you could just call it that place by the sea.
There are more than one place by the sea in
Yeah,
Wales.
but that place that we're going to by the sea is the one that we're going to. Anyway, we've off with a slightly rocky start, at least for me, because if I was...
rocky start for me as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. You can explain why if you want to, but I'll just stop the recording.
Have you?
No.
Caned it on the motorway.
Oh, poor Brian.
This isn't Brian.
Oh, yeah. Barney.
Correct.
Barney. At the moment as well, Barney is indeed cooking my lunch as well. Sausages, Lincolnshire sausages, all 8 of them crammed into the engine inlet manifold thingy. It's going to be possibly less than poisonous. I'm looking forward to that very much.
See how fancy a sausage now?
Yeah, I bet you do.
No, you say that.
So my day started off without any internet and without Boaty's knowledge of how to piggyback one internet to another. I'd be stuck without one, and that means that we would be struggling to find the address of where we're going to, and that indeed would be a complete waste of time. Imagine going there and then we didn't know where we was going right at the end and couldn't message to find out as well.
Okay, I'll imagine that now.
A Rover on the motorways of the UK, a sight that you don't see very often.
What model is it?
25. Calm down, dear. Other Rover drivers don't seem to get as excited about seeing other Rovers on the road as what we do. And that's a rather dirty car, so that's possibly why he probably hates it. He's probably driving that along thinking, I wish there was a couple of English gentlemen that would buy this car off of me. But there just isn't.
Right, let's have a look at this chap.
He's got 3 brake lights out by the looks of it. If he was braking.
Is he an enthusiast, or is he a banger driver? Don't look at him. Oh God.
No, definitely not.
That looked like...
Dan's bangers are behind us. Dan's Bangers. Oh, right. So, Dan's Bangers are behind us, or Dan's Bangers is behind us?
Is.
Yeah, it should be as though. That sounds completely wrong, doesn't it?
The channel is singular,
Yeah.
and he is singular.
Yeah. But collectively,
Well, there is no collectively, is there?
well, him and the channel.
Yellow Van, there it is. He is the channel.
Yeah, but
He is a YouTube god.
he
is the ultimate YouTuber.
He's the.
He is that to which we all aspire.
You really have got a bit of a thing for this guy, haven't you?
Oh yeah, it was being flashed really. He was flashing Dan's Bangers.
Maybe it is Dan's Bangers, and he's trying to get your attention now. I can't say that, can I? I don't know.
You wouldn't want my penis on your forehead in the morning.
Not again. What are you excited about?
We're going to Llandudno. We're going to pick up a new car. Oh, now, well, let's see it. And we are off to pick up a new car. Now, we arranged purchasing of this car more than 1 month previously. And I can't actually remember anything about it.
It's a Rover 25.
I remember that much.
Yep, apparently it's mechanically good, cosmetically.
Which model is it? What year is it?
2001, I think.
Oh, good. So, pre-facelift.
Yep.
Engine?
It'll be a 1.4, won't it?
Not necessarily.
Not all old men have Bentleys, though, do they?
No, but I'd like to be the kind of old man who did.
Right, Boxster or the SLK?
Yeah.
The Boxster.
Okay.
Let's hope they pull up at the services so I can get the keys.
Yeah.
You know when you see one of those stickers that says babe on board?
I don't recall seeing a sticker that said babe on board.
There used to be like baby on board,
Yeah.
and then the young ladies took inspiration from that, put babe on board.
Okay.
And that's guaranteed to make you want to take a look to see whether that's true or not.
Maybe that's why they do it.
Yeah, or maybe they're just heading for a big disappointment.
Or maybe.
You imagine being a young lady and there's always men driving by going like this, going, oh.
Maybe you just happen to see the official transport for the pig that starred in the film.
Ah, right.
I'm a happy beaver. We think of Ross on Y.
Was it bad?
One great.
Do you want one of my sausages?
I do actually. I really want a sausage. Behave yourself in future. Bloody surprising man, because they're a bunch of. Sorry, what am I supposed to say? That we are once again spotting the blue pedestrian.
Time for a pit stop, isn't it? Did you mean to go up there?
No.
Right, you know this place better than I do then. There's obviously a secret little place around the back of here where you can stop.
Oh, it's fucking full.
Uh-oh.
It's a good one.
Yep, this'll please the wagon drivers. Properly smell that now.
Oh God, yeah!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, grab it. Ah, yes. Drop it. The first time I've ever seen Boaty eat something that I've cooked, and I've cooked it on his car. Is that okay? Good.
Nothing wrong with that. Oh, it's tasty actually. I like the char grilled bit.
Yeah. Right, yeah, like I said, I am properly hungry now after 2 sausages and I want more.
I'm hungry.
More sausages.
I've only had about 2/3 of a sausage.
I don't know about you, but I think the sausages taste better for being cooked in the wild like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, it might be a psychological thing, but
Yeah, it probably is.
it adds a tremendously wonderful element. I'm very excited about the rest of my life and the possibility of engine cooked sausage and other sausage based products.
Yeah.
I mean, could I suggest that for future road trips we have courses. So a nice sausage roll that's already cooked
Yeah.
only really requires warming up.
Yeah, that could be done on the top of the inlet manifold.
We could do that, and we could have that as our first thing for brunch.
Yeah.
And have the actual sausages in the back oven at that point.
Yeah.
And then when we stop for brunch and deploy the sausage rolls, and then we move the sausages, which will be our lunch course, we move those to the front oven.
But what we really need to do is have all that and then stop at the services and use one of their picnic tables.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it is quite long.
Yes.
I reckon, given the shape of it, it's a clown's shoe. So, what would I do for your stag do, in other words?
What would you organise? Yeah.
Okay. I can't tell you because then you would take action to make sure it didn't happen.
Yeah, but I'm not actually getting married, it's just a theoretical thing.
Right, so you're not going to get married. So it's kind of academic.
Yeah.
So I can just tell you because there won't be any harm done, will there?
No.
Well, I'd invite you round to the yard. I'd buy you lunch.
Fucking hell.
I'd buy you lunch and we'll eat it in the caravan. And then once we've finished, I'll lock you in the caravan and lock you in the yard for the night. Okay?
Cracking.
Would you like that?
No.
Just as well. It's not happening then, isn't it?
There's a runaway house down there. Well, I say lots. I saw several. Look at those lovely sheep over there. No, actually not the earliest generations. It's rather fabulous, isn't it? See, when I drove this bit last week, it started to get interesting. Oh, look at that. Oh, how lovely.
Yes, I never tire of this view either. It's just fabulous, isn't it?
And I love when we get to the bit where the railway runs right alongside.
We are almost at our destination of Llandudno.
Yeah, that's where we're going. Imagine that you were in your house and she's eating your sausages and you say, "What are you doing?" And she turns and looks shocked, and in the surprise of being caught, her pants fall off. What are you going to do?
You should write pornographic material, shouldn't you?
Oh, railway!
Straight to stay on the Royal Welsh Way,
And you can't
May
drive across
470.
the...
Well, before I show you our new acquisition, I may as well tell you about how it drives, because so far it's actually very good. Going to drive it just as far as the first set of services and then we can have a look at it. 40 miles per hour, electric window working, 50 miles per hour, all good. Fifth gear, going up to 55, 60. That's enough for me. We don't need to go any faster than that.
Quickly checking the traffic Wales cameras.
Well, that works. I didn't ask that to come on. Just suddenly radio blasting at me with traffic news. We'll be stopping at services quite soon, which is good because this car needs some fuel and I need some sausages. Yes, that's right, sausages. Gosh, there's a lot of motorbikes coming. Sausages, yes, sausages. It is that time anyway, but having eaten 2 sausages just gave me a proper appetite for more sausages. So I'm hoping that by the time we pull over, the rest of the sausages, or at least 3 of them, will be properly cooked. It's got a sunroof and it doesn't appear to leak, so do I try it out whilst the car is in motion? Yep, tilt's good. And then it stops. Don't want to go backwards. Probably wise to actually do that back at the yard and make sure that nobody's sealed it up to stop it from leaking beforehand. Oh, the petrol's a bit expensive here. Let's do lunch. So, as we can see, it is British Racing Green and other bits of slightly off British Racing Green and rust and dents and more dents and then a bit more rust just around the front there, and then yes, more dents and rust. That's what this car is quite keen on, but I'm very happy with the way it drives. And now here are my sausages, which don't look like they're cooked, but they're so hot that they must be. It's a bit brown on that side actually though. £12 worth of petrol. That's what's just gone in there. £12. Yes, that is not a lot of petrol to get you from one country to another, which essentially it has to do. But £1.70 a litre, we're not too keen on putting much in. The only thing is, of course, being as it is that price, that means you get less for your £12 worth of petrol. So I have got to be quite careful with this. Oh, he's speeding up now, the idiot. I bet he does it again. This is like watching Duel. I don't particularly want to be changing down a gear and going too quickly. I just want to get past him because he's only doing 50 miles per hour. I have to do that, so.
In the Middle East, there are just huge questions about exactly how that was. Sama Abdel Salam.
Hezbollah firing rockets and mortars towards Israeli positions.
Benjamin, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I support Hamas, so they're certainly complicit, but whether they're directly involved in this attack or not.
Meanwhile, air raid sirens continue to be heard as far away as Jerusalem. That's causing a backup on Llandudno Way. A queue heading inbound on the A57 Region Road, going back into the motorway again.
We are running out of fuel to operate the generators that is providing power for the hospital. Gaza is without power for the same day. 80% of the people in Gaza, they have no power, no internet for the last 3 days.
About 100 people are being held hostage by Hamas. Our Middle East correspondent Yolande Nell went to Tel Aviv, who says 5 members of his...
So, as you can see, we've made it okay. Dotty, not Dotty, what's it called? Everything ends up with a name. And for some reason, the name Doris just popped out when we stopped, so I could eat my sausages. And that's what it is. And, you know, on that first drive of maybe 100 miles or so, I can honestly say it's a jolly good drive indeed. It's very, very nice, very straight. Drives like a new car, you might say, which is rather odd because it's definitely not. Nice tidy up with the paintwork and knock a few dents out possibly. Hopefully it will MOT without any issues. And somebody can have themselves a nice little Rover 25. Yes.
And so here we find the
Yes.
Rover 25.
Yes,
And
indeed.
whilst it has the
Hello.
little bump and mark here, let's have a look.